Oh, OBS is so fucking stupid. Record the game, please. Fuck. Thank you. But I've come this far, there's no turning back now. Besides Apollo, there was one more person who shed blood at the crime scene. Okay. It indeed is working. Okay, let's see. Person who shed blood? You don't mean... Well, but I do. I believe it was Candice Arme who left behind this message in blood. What? What? Detective Arme? Are you sure you know what you're doing here? Yeah, I'm bluffing, man. Not really? Objection. What kind of ridiculous assertion is that? If you had said the attacker left the message to throw people off, it might have made sense. At first glance, that would seem to be the most reasonable explanation, however. Apollo didn't shed enough blood to write such an extensive message. Uh-oh. Ah, I see. Even the photo makes it clear there wasn't enough blood to write all those letters. Mr. Justice did so, right? I suppose he didn't bleed very extensively in that case. But why would Detective Arme write the defendant's name? There is no connection between the two whatsoever. And he didn't even know the lady who was scared. Amid the investigation, didn't turn up any connection between the victim and the defendant. They had never even met each other. That's very true. Well then, let's see. Then maybe the intended meaning of the message is not what it appears to be. The intended meaning. Not what it appears to be? Maybe the message was not intended to be Woods. Coming from you, that's quite the bold statement, Mr. Wright. You wish to assert that this bloody writing could have some other meaning. Yes, Your Honor. For something I put out of a wormhole, it could turn out to be true, right? Objection! It clearly says Woods, as anyone can plainly see. What other meaning could it possibly have? Objection! But Candice Arme was a detective. Maybe Woods only means something to the police. Like a police scanner code, for example. I didn't think of that. You may have tricked his honor, but you'll never get the best of me. I have a thing for studying on the weekend, as you may have already guessed. And there is no such radio code as Woods in the state, dear Mr. Wright. Is this a fact? Hey. Don't look at me, I know as much as you do about police codes. Enough of this. I was quite taken with the defense's new theory, but if they can substantiate it with anything, then I must end things here. No, please wait, Your Honor. Very well, but before we discuss this theory any further, I demand a plausible explanation. So, Mr. Wright, what is the true meaning of the bloody writing? Well, I believe it's... And no stalling. If you can come up with an answer quickly, I will declare this discussion officially over. I'm in trouble now. What other meaning could it have besides the obvious one? Maybe it means something in another language, or maybe it's a code. Think, Phoenix, you can do this. Which piece of evidence will tell us what the word Woods means? Oh. Zero, D, 5, and then I think that's supposed to be an R. Five R. I think this one.
Take that!
What exactly is your point, Mr. Wright? I thought this evidence was supposed to tell me what woods really means. But doesn't it, Your Honor?
Take that!
The bomb transport case? I have about had it up to here with your shenanigans, Mr. Wright. Take a look at the numbers on this case, Your Honor. L10015R. Doesn't this string look vaguely familiar? What does that have to do with anything? What could these numbers possibly have to do with the case at hand? Now please take a look at the bloody writing shown in the crime photo. I think I see it. Aragor, that's one on my side. It says woods. Or you could say it's a horse of a different color, Your Honor. The first character is the W. It's actually an L and a 1. The next two are zeros. Oh my goodness. The true meaning behind the bloody writing isn't Miss Wood's name. It's a number engraved on this bomb transport case.
Objection!
What are you talking about? The next part doesn't make any sense. The next number is a 1, but the bloody writing says D.
Objection!
But the number on this case and the bloody writing can be made to match up quite easily. This is how the number on the transport case can be made to match the bloody writing. Erase 2 lines, I guess. Please erase the third downward stroke of the W and the curved part of D. Well, would you look at that? Leois? No, Your Honor, it is meant to be read as a word. It isn't meant to be read as a word. It's the number L100L5, which if you take away the final R, is the exact same number that's on the bomb transport case. Where is the audio? Yeah, there is.
Objection!
Erase 2 lines and they match up, you say. Well, I can change anything into anything else simply by erasing 2 lines. What if we erase 2 lines from your name? Would you be happy as Mr. Wright? Well, would you, Mr. Wright? The only right spelling is right. Okay, I'm doing pretty well here, and I think I've drawn the right conclusion. Detective Arm's real message to us is the bomb transport case number. Runner, the two lines were added by the real culprit to intentionally mislead people. But the original message Detective Arma left behind was the transport case number. But whoever assaulted Apollo changed the message. You're right, boss. Then what do you suppose Detective Arma was trying to tell us? Arma. Question, what does this number represent? Do you see this number here? That is my identification number. Candice Arma lost her life in the courtroom bombing. Her dying message could only have one purpose. No. Tell us the name of the one responsible for the bombing. Well, don't keep us in suspense, Mr. Wright. Tell us who she was trying to name. The culprit that the victim was trying to identify is none other than Apollo Justice.
Take that!
Defense wishes to indict Mr. Ted Tonate on the charge of the courtroom bombing. Ted Tonate. Such stupidity. Ted Tonate? Apparently disabling bombs isn't Mr. Tonate's only specialty. Somehow the victim must have realized that he was the bomber. So when she was caught in the blast, she left his bomb transport case number as her dying message. She used Mr. Tonate's own ID number to finger him for the crime.
Objection!
Why would anyone go out of their way to write an ID number? Wouldn't they simply write the person's name? He's got a good point there. What do you have to say to that, Mr. Wright? That only Detective Arma would know the answer to that, but allow me to offer a theory. Perhaps Detective Arma couldn't recall Mr. Tonate's name in the heat of the moment. As I recall, this was the first meeting between the two. It's entirely possible they wouldn't have been familiar with each other. Or maybe using the ID number was a way to hide its true meaning from the real culprit, thus lowering the odds that they would erase the bloody writing. But no matter what the reason, the important thing is the meaning behind her message. The fact remains she wrote Mr. Tonate's ID number. Now just one moment here. There hasn't been any proof yet that it was indeed Detective Arma who wrote it. The bloody writing wasn't found during the investigation after the blast. If Detective Arma had left the message, it should have been found at that time.
Objection!
Naturally, Mr. Tonate hid it before anyone could discover it. And there's a simple explanation for how he was able to do so. But Mr. Tonate was able to cover the message up because he first to find a body. First person to discover the bloody writing was Mr. Tonate himself. I was the first one on the scene after the explosion, yes. When Mr. Tonate saw the victim had written his ID number, he used the bomb transport case to cover up the bloody writing as the stopgap measure. Also, that's why the message in blood was under the transport case. He didn't have enough time to try to scrub away the writing. If he didn't report the body right away, he would look suspicious. So those letters lived on to serve another function. And Mr. Tonate used them in another incident. For the assault on Mr. Justice. Exactly. Mr. Tonate hit upon a plan to use the bloody writing for his own purposes. So he didn't clean it away, instead he made it look like Mr. Justice wrote it, by adding 2 lines to the writing that Detective Arma left behind. Changed the meaning of the message. He made it look like Mr. Justice was accusing Miss Woods of the attack. So that means the only person who could have altered the bloody writing in the courtroom was the courtroom bomber, who was the same person that assaulted Mr. Justice. And that person is Ted Tonate. Order in the court, order I say. It looks like we will have to hear from the bomb specialist himself. Mr. Payne, please have Mr. Tonate take the witness stand. Yes, Your Honor. That was great, Mr. Wright. Just doing what I do best, which is flying by the seat of my pants. I finally draw Mr. Tony back onto the witness stand. Looks like you get your wish, Googleman. Googleman. Now watch me take your lies apart. Detonate. Mr. Tonate, I'm afraid we have a few more questions for you. I understand the situation, Your Honor. I was keeping a close eye on the proceedings from the gallery. The allegations are all laughable.
Objection!
I wouldn't be laughing if I were you, Mr. Tonate. The message in blood matches your ID number. The same ID number that is there on that bomb transport case. Such a far-fetched theory, no better than a tangled ball of wires. I have them untangled for you in no time at all. You were the first person on the scene after Detective Armor left her message in blood. You were the only one who could have hidden the writing and then used it again later. I see, X2. But then let me ask you, do you have any proof that Detective Armor wrote that message? That's a very good question. Well, do you, Mr. Wright? The best way to prove that Detective Armor wrote that message is to... handwriting, DNA. DNA. Your Honor, I request that the DNA test be performed on the blood itself. Once we know whose is it, it will be obvious as to who wrote the message. Very well. Bailiff, please put in a request for a DNA test with the forensics team. Why haven't they done that? I mean... why haven't they done that yet? Yes, Your Honor. It will be some time before we have the results of the analysis. Until then, let's hear more from the witness. I would like nothing more, Your Honor. I want the court to hear how ridiculous the defense's theory is. Okay. After the explosion. I admit I was the first one on the scene after the explosion, but there was no bloody writing there at the time. Anyway, there is no way Detective Armor could have written it. She struck her head on rubble and died near the courtroom entrance. This is gonna be what's important here. She was too far away from where the bloody message was found. So you're saying that the victim's body was nowhere near where the writing was? Precisely. It is as plain as day that she could not have written it. It's true that the body was discovered near the entrance to the courtroom. Please have a look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, there is blood on the rubble near the victim's body. She must have died after hitting her head there. Okay. Let's see. Alright then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. They have what it takes to take my infallible testimony apart. After the explosion.
Hold it!
Why were you the first person on the scene? To secure the area, it is regulation for a bomb disposal specialist to enter first. In other words, you had the opportunity to alter the bloody writing then, didn't you? Well...
Objection!
Mr. Wright, please don't interrupt. Mr. Tonate is about to give testimony that will show just how wrong your reasoning is. Or, I think he was just about to say something interesting too. When I went in and I saw the aftermath, well, it was quite a disaster. But there was no bloody writing there.
Hold it!
Okay. You were able to tell this even with those goggles on? With these goggles, there's no way I could have missed something like that. I can see quite well with them. In fact, I can see every hair on your spiky head. Oh, you have a few grays, Mr. Wright. What? Poor Mr. Wright. You are always working so hard keeping our office together. Wait a minute, I don't have any gray hairs. Just kidding.
Objection!
I object to the witness's attempt to prematurely give me gray hair. Mr. Tonnet, this court frowns upon untoward comments on a person's hair, or lack thereof. I'm sensing a great sorrow coming from the judge. My apologies, Your Honor. May I please continue my testimony? Anyway, there is no way Detective Arme could have written it. Why is there no way? If she didn't write it, then what do you propose did? Mr. Justice, of course. Just before dying, he wrote the name of his attacker, Juniper Woods. A final message from your poor subordinate. Poor Mr. Justice, I'm starting to get all misty-eyed. Oh, Apollo is not dead, folks. So how can you be so sure it wasn't Detective Arme who wrote the message? It is very simple. She has struck her head on a rubble and died near the courtroom entrance. I don't know, this seems like someone was like dragged here. It's stupid. Do you imagine she was thrown back by the force of the blast? Bomb can inflict damage not only from the explosion itself, but also substantial secondary damage from the blast wind. Detective Arme unfortunately hit her head on some rubble. It stated in her autopsy report as well, cause of death trauma back of head. Oh, the autopsy report. I better take another look at that. And do you see? Detective Arme could not have written that message. The reason for that being... she was too far away from where the bloody message was found.
Hold it!
Isn't it possible she could have crawled to the area of the bloody message? If that were true, then how did she return to the spot near the entrance? Maybe she crawled back after writing it? Hey, did this guy just Would you like to get down on the floor and give us a demonstration of your theory? Huh? No, thank you. The victim's body and the writing are several yards away from each other. Yards? There's no way she could reach it. Quite a conundrum. So that means something is off somewhere. There must be a contradiction. Ah, maybe the body was moved? I mean, obvious. But that doesn't explain how the blood got onto the rubble. What if that was done by the real culprit after the fact? If that's the case, then something about that might contradict the evidence we have. I don't know. What's the contradiction here? after the fact. Let's look at the evidence again. Trauma to back of head caused by impact with a flat object. By a flat object, yeah, I mean... It's not flat.
Objection!
You are a terrible liar, Mr. Tonate. Take a look at this autopsy, specifically the part about Detective Arm's head injury. Cause of death, trauma to back of head caused by impact with a flat object. Yes? What about it? No, now, no. Now take a good look at the bloody piece of rock. It's sharp and pointed. Hey, you're right, boss. It is pointy. Just like your hair. I show you who's the boss of this gym. That is odd, isn't it? What could be the meaning of this contradiction? I believe it means the victim did not hit her head on this piece of rubble. The bloodstain you see is just another fabrication. Its purpose is to mislead us into thinking the victim died near the courtroom entrance. See? Her claiming the culprit moved the victim's body. That's exactly what I'm claiming. Victim hit her head at some other location. Most likely on the floor or some other flat surface. And this location was somewhere near where the bloody writing was found. I'm Goyle from Chamber of Secrets. In her case, she definitely could have written the message. Your Honor, I have the results of the bloodstain analysis. Ah, very good timing. Let's take a look. According to this report, the message was written in Detective Arm's blood. And as the defense claims, only the parts of the message that were added afterwards were written in Mr. Justice's blood. It would appear that the defense's assertion is correct after all. Bloody writing analysis added to the court report. Yes, you did it. You were right, boss. Now I have to drive it home. I have to take a good look at the bloody writing analysis later. And GG. So, DNA analysis definitely proves the blood of writing to be that of the victim, Candice Arme, age 27. However, the lines that were added later were found to be written in the blood of Apollo Justice, age 23. Okay, this we have established. I'm so confused. But Mr. Tony, it is now apparent that you have told several lies to this court. I hope you have some sort of explanation for yourself. Fine, I will confess. You will? But then where are you so calm? This time I will tell the truth. What the fuck? You can lie on the roof. I mean, we have seen on the roof lying in America. It's very, very awesome. The truth? It is true that Detective Arme wrote my ID number. She very plainly wrote L10015R. I was shocked. But I did not detonate the bomb. Detective Arme must have mistaken me for the real bomber. Not wanting to be accused, I moved the body and covered the writing. My bad. What the fuck? I see. So it is your assertion that you merely moved the body, is that it? That is correct. I did not kill Detective Arme. Oh well, if that's all you did, then... Wait a minute. Then in and on itself is a criminal act. Glad to see you finally cross that finish line, Your Honor. Very well then, your cross-examination, please, Mr. Wright. Sama. So you admit that you actually did see the bloody writing that Detective Arme left? My bad. I should have said so from the outset. And you are sure it was your ID number? I am sure it was definitely my ID number. That number was assigned exclusively to me by the police department. The number is assigned to my goggles as well. Oh, those funky things were provided by the police department. Although these are special goggles customized by me personally. Speaking of personalized, these sunglasses of mine were custom made as well. They were specially created to be particularly dark and shiny. Speaking of special, my goggle is made of mahogany and was custom made as well. It was specially created to make a particularly loud and resounding sound. No one fucking does this in core, by the way. No one hits their gavel. By the way, wish I had something to brag about. Oh, wish I could stream this, man. Like, Daisy would love this. Be all of that as it may, I just want to reconfirm you saw the bloody writing clearly. And that it was your ID number. That is correct. My ID number was written in blood on the floor. She very plainly wrote. And it was written after the bomb went off in the courtroom. Correct. I didn't know why she would write it, so that sent me into a panic. Sounds like you were in quite a tizzy. If I were in his shoes, I guess it would have psyched me out too. I can't imagine coming across the message "Sykes" written in blood. If I saw gasp and pain written in blood, it would certainly make me gasp. Rest assured, Mr. Tonit, I understand how you must have felt. And so you discovered your ID number written in blood at the scene, and? That is right, I saw it with my own eyes. It very clearly said L10015R. But I did not detonate the bomb. Okay, sure. Sure, bro. Didn't you? The victim may have had special knowledge of who the bomber was. I have no idea what false Detective Orme may have had inside her head. It is not like I ever disbanded her mind to check. Mr. Wright, if you have suspicions about the witness, let's see your proof. Evidence is everything in court of law. Even school children know that. How many years have you been a defense attorney now? Cut me some slack, will you? Don't feel bad, boss. You just got your attorney's badge back after all. In that sense, you're still more of a beginner than I am. What the fuck? So wait, this immediately plays after Clavier gets... or Christoph gets into... or, yeah, you know, like case 4 of Apollo Justice. I don't know if Christoph Gavin is in this game. Christoph... Oh, I shouldn't look it up, do it, Destinies. Christoph Gavin. One of the best villains, honestly. That's the only best, or like that's the only redeeming fact about Apollo Justice as a game. As like case 4 is insanely good. Case 1 and case 4. Yeah, the 5 Psyche locks. I think he's just mentioned. He's not in this game. He's just mentioned. This game probably has the most prosecutors. There's this Payne guy, the Simon Blackwell, Clavier, Gavin, and Edgeworth is in this game as well. Suppose I should be thankful you're not a licensed psychologist. Mr. Tonnet, please continue with your testimony. With pleasure. My ID number was left at the scene, but... Detective Arman must have mistaken me for the real bomber. The Unabomber next. By mistaken, do you mean you had nothing to do with the explosion? That is correct. That is why I was so shocked when I saw my ID number. If you had nothing to do with it, then the victim may have suspected Mr. Tonnet for no reason other than the fact that, as the bomb specialist, he was in charge of the bomb. In other words, a false accusation. It's vocational discrimination, I say. I don't support discrimination of any kind. Well spoken, Your Honor. If the victim had been found to be killed with a gavel, Mr. Blue Suit over there probably would have pinned the crime on you. He would? Yeah, that just wouldn't do. Mr. Wright, if you dare to try to pin anything on me, I will find you in contempt of court. But I have never even tried to harm or hair on a strand of your beard, Your Honor. Well said, Mr. Payne. Because I am so closely associated with bombs, I was afraid I would be prosecuted if anyone saw the bloody writing. Literally the propaganda against Muslims. Like, this thing is basically like propaganda against Muslims, how they are made to be like terrorists because, you know, they handle bombs. And like, now you say Muslims equals bomb. Actually, don't say that. Don't talk about this. But, you know, it's not every Muslim is a terrorist. Come on, man. Not wanting to be accused, I moved the body and covered the writing. Okay, but then who put the... You didn't think to clean away the bloody writing? I didn't have time. By the time I found the message, the blood was already dry. The police were waiting just outside for me to secure the room, and I still had to move the body. I was in panic. With no time to spare, I temporarily covered the writing with my case. Didn't you think the police would find it during their investigation? Regulations stipulates only specialists may touch transport cases. Because of the danger, you see, I thought I would clean up the writing once they were finished. My bad. My bad. Does he really think that will just magically smooth everything over? This guy's something else. And I don't believe Detective Arm's dying message was just some mistake. He won't wriggle out of this that easily. What did Mr. Tony see when he first discovered the bloody writing? There has to be a contradiction hidden in his testimony somewhere. Wrote my ID number. So wait, what do you press on this? Well, they did not detonate. Detective Army must have mistaken me for the real bomber. Not wanting to be accused, I moved the body and covered the writing. And then what about the... Then what about this? It says woods. Do I present this?
Objection!
Yes, it's bugged. The witness statement clearly contradicts this piece of evidence. Then I have no idea what... You never change, do you? What do you mean? This is cancer. How do you save this game? Yeah, let's save. I mean, you can save at any point. Who cares about this? So Detective Army must have mistaken. Not wanting to move. My bad. Yeah.
Objection!
I just want to make doubly sure that L10015R is really what you saw written in blood. Yes, it very clearly said L10015R. But that's odd, because that's not what I see.
Objection!
What on earth are you babbling on about now? Wasn't it you who claimed that the bloody writing was his ID number in the first place? Take a good look at the photo in the bloody writing analysis. Now tell me, does it really say? Oh. Oop. Something is missing, isn't it? And that something is the final R. What is the meaning of this, Mr. Tonate? Oh, right, now I remember, there was no R on the end. It was just a slip of the finger, my bad. Come back, my beautiful contradiction. Mr. Wright, I'm not sure it was just a simple slip of finger. You have something for me, Athena? I sense that he's extremely agitated, almost panicked. He does look pretty flustered. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears it was nothing more than a mere mistake. I don't know. Did he really just make a typo? What about the tower? Did Mr. Tonate really see it? He actually saw it. Maybe Mr. Tonate really did see the R. But there's no R anywhere in the bloody writing. What's going on? Huh? Now that I take another good look at this photo, I think maybe that's it. What is it now, Mr. Wright? Are you trying to imitate Apollo and his swords of steel? I've got it, so that's what happened. A slip of the finger. Is that really all it was? Because I don't think so. I propose that Mr. Tonate really did see the letter R. But the photo clearly shows that there is no R. Your Honor, actually just the opposite is true. The photo shows that Mr. Tonate actually could have seen the R. If you're going to make that claim, then you will better be able to point out what you mean. What part of the photo shows that Mr. Tonate could have seen the R?
Take that!
Please look here to the right of the 5. Do you see a little bit of red? Oh, I see it. Just on the edge of where the floor is broken up. I thought we already established this. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, that's the arm that Mr. Tonate saw. It's true that the witness wears some very odd goggles, but that doesn't mean his eyesight is bad, nor his brain power. What part of that little smudge looks like an R to you?
Objection!
But what Mr. Tonate saw wasn't that little smudge. There was a whole and complete R written there, before the floor was damaged by the explosion. Oh well, that explains it. Huh? Care to explain what you mean? Because you just proposed that everything happened in the exact opposite order. Yup, because it's the way it really went down. Timing of the R was written turns everything about this case around. Now then, if the floor was damaged by the explosion, why was the message written before? What? I don't follow. With the bloody message running off the edge of the damaged floor like that, we can only conclude that it was written before the explosion. But that's ridiculous. If that were true, it overturns your own premise. That's right, it does. In fact, it turns everything upside down. The victim was not killed by the explosion in the courtroom. She was killed before the explosion ever occurred. Order in the court. What kind of preposterous claim is that? Have you forgotten that the victim's body was found at the scene of the explosion?
Objection!
True, but consider this scenario. She was hit on the head and killed before the explosion, or even before the trial began. Her body was subsequently placed in the courtroom ruins after the bombing occurred. That way it could be made to look like she was a victim of the blast. What? Sounds like we had better look into what the victim was doing before the trial. Mr. Payne, did anyone see Detective Armor before the trial? Let's see. According to the police report... here it is. One person saw the victim before the trial. And that person was that Tonate... Wait, what? No one besides Mr. Tonate saw the victim? That appears to be the case, Your Honor. I would now ask the court to recall something. Specifically Mr. Tonate's words from yesterday. It was when Detective Arma and I were transporting the bomb. Oh my. Mr. Tonate, just before the trial you were with the victim. The two of you were together at the scene of the crime courtroom number 4. Your Honor, the defense requests new testimony from Mr. Tonate. We wish to hear what he has to say about his whereabouts just before the trial. Mr. Tonate, your testimony, please. My testimony? There is no need for... He's completely unnerved, Mr. Wright. He must have hit the nail on the head. He goes up. All I did was transport the bomb to the courtroom. I already told you. Blast this thing. I was only in the courtroom with the victim because of our work. I swear I was only transporting the bomb there.
Objection!
You and the victim were alone together at the scene of it. In other words, you certainly had the opportunity to commit murder, did you not?
Objection!
Do you always leave yourself so open to attacks, Mr. Wright? What now, Mr. Payne? Yes, Mr. Tony may have had the opportunity to kill Detective Arme, but an important piece of your assertion is missing. What important piece? The murder weapon. What do you claim was used to kill the victim? Mr. Payne has a point. Even if Mr. Tonit had the chance without the weapon, we can't accuse him of the crime. Mr. Tonit? Oh, yes, that's right. I didn't have any sort of thing that could be used as a murder weapon on me. I couldn't possibly have killed Detective Arme. Did he really have nothing he could use as a murder weapon? What is it, Athena? Just looking over the victim's autopsy report. I am hoping there's something in here that can point us to the right direction. But it does say that she died from trauma to the back of the head with a flat object. Yeah, and to inflict that specific kind of injury, all you would need is a flat surface, right? Heavy blunt object with a flat surface. Would definitely be our murder weapon. Mr. Wright, can you indicate for the court what was used to kill Detective Arme? I believe I can. Believe being the keyword here. You can? Then please do so now. What did Mr. Tonate have that could... video game saving time. Let's see what the options are, but I think... What could be used? Missing remote switch. Just kill with the remote switch.
Take that!
Take that, motherfuckers! I did load the game. These things do the same. Oh, don't be ridiculous. Aha, you fell right into my trap. So you confirm that this piece of evidence was not the murder weapon. That narrows my candidates down by one. I hope you don't intend to answer my process of elimination. Because if you do, prepare to see me do more of this to you. That's enough. I see no need to further prolong this trial. The defense's case is so inefficient to overturn this prosecution's claim. This court finds the defendant Juniper Woods guilty as fuck. Damn, this game doesn't fuck around actually. This first fucking case is like so cancer. Try again, yes. Actually, return to title. Your current progress has not been saved or unsaved. Return to title screen? Yes. Continue. I did save, I mean... Wait, 20, it says 25, what the f... Oh, okay, what the fuck, man? Flat object? What is flat here? The bomb, oh my god, the bomb, it was the bomb. Mr. Tonate, can you say you didn't have anything that could be used as a weapon. But in fact, you had the perfect thing. What? What the devil are you talking about? You had this? That's the bomb. I thought you were trying to prove that the victim wasn't killed by the bomb blast. The bomb blast, no, but I believe Candice Arme was killed with this bomb. because this is the blunt object that delivered the fatal blow to her head. Please record the description of Detective Arma's head wound. Trauma to the back of the head caused by... We assume this injury was sustained with her head hit the floor. But blow from any flat side of this bomb would produce the exact same wound pattern. What's with him? Then show me some proof. Where's the evidence that I hit the victim with the bomb? He's right. I don't have anything decisive. And you find any of the victim's blood on the bomb. That would be decisive proof. But too bad the bomb is blown to bits. It's long gone. Bomb, a boom, game over, yeah. Mr. Wright, is there really nothing on the bomb in the photo? I don't see any blood or anything. Hey, the timer display is a little broken here. Maybe it broke when it made contact with Detective Arma's head. That's definitely a distinct possibility. But unless we find a fragment with the victim's blood on it, it's not going to count. I guess you're right. By setting up the bomb, Mr. Tony managed to obliterate all traces of the murder weapon. What in the world do I do now? At times like this, I've got to change gears and look at things in a different way. Instead of looking for the things he wasn't able to hide, I should be looking for a way to expose the things he did hide. That Tony murdered Detective Arma before the trial started. Then he placed her body in the courtroom after the bomb went off. But where was her body in the entire... Where was her body? Which means there was something he needed to keep hidden until then. Like, okay, there we go. And I think I adjust the thing. The time to present the photo that shows exactly what Mr. Tate was trying to hide. Take that, motherfuckers! Your Honor, please take a look at this. I'm not really sure what you mean by that. Me neither. Then I present Mr. Ken, like, okay, that's enough. This shit sucks, boys. Get this fuck. Oh my god. I hate this case, actually. What in the devil are you saying? She was in the transport case, I guess. So we have to look at the transport case, basically. I mean, the remote switch is missing too, so that's gotta play a part in this. Dude, the time is off on this. It says 18:32 p.m. That's not the time. Then he placed her body in the courtroom after the bomb went off, which means there was something he needed to keep hidden until then. And I think I have just the thing. How do I switch the persons? I not present people?
Take that!
No, 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 what are you doing? What are you doing? How do you return to title? Oh, okay, I see now. Profiles, okay. But wait, it says present and then I can only present an evidence.
Take that!
Your Honor, there's something we all been overlooking. If the murder took place before the trial, then Mr. Tony would have had to hide the body somewhere during the trial. You're right, and if we can figure out where the hiding place was, exactly, we might be able to find some evidence we can pin him down with. So where could Mr. Tony have hidden the body during the trial? I mean, how big is this thing?
Take that!
Wait. The box big enough for a body? A box that was in the courtroom for the whole time? The box nobody would touch if they thought there was a bomb in it. Mr. Tonit, what is it? Do you finally have some decisive evidence to show me? No, you are the one who's going to show it to me. Come again? You heard me now! Show me what's inside of the bomb transport case! What? Why? No, there's no need. I've got it now. Just before the trial you killed the victim with a blunt object. And then you placed her body in the ruins of the courtroom after the bomb went off. Clearly you were trying to make it look like she died in an explosion. But where was the body hidden during the trial? Oh, I hadn't thought of that. Oh, the answer is right here. Inside a box made of a thick alloy plating that can withstand any impact. No, that's completely false. If it was, you should have no objections to showing us your transport case. So, let's open it up and take a look inside, shall we? That's not. Not if you value your life. Let's see, up to now. Remain calm and listen carefully. This bomb will detonate in 5 minutes. What? Let's save. Was? Huh? I repeat, this HH-3000 will detonate in 5 minutes. What's going on? Your Honor, I recommend you adjourn this trial before this bomb goes off. Mr. Tonite, are you? Are you threatening me? I'm the only one who can disable this bomb. If you do not want to die, your only option is to listen to me. Mr. Tonite, didn't you say that that's just a training model, a fake to practice on? I did, but I also lied. This is the real deal. This is the HH-3000. But the HH-3000 was used to blow up the courtroom number 4, wasn't it? How do you know it was the real HH-3000 that blew up the courtroom number 4? Huh? The bomb that blew up the courtroom was a different one that I made. But then, are we to take that as a confession on your part? I think everyone just leave the courtroom and let this thing explode, come back and arrest him. Take it any way you would like. Just before the trial, I took the HH-3000 out of the stuffed animal and put my own bomb into it. That was the bomb that exploded and destroyed the courtroom number 4. Mr. Tonite, please be reasonable. Do you really expect us to believe a crazy story like that? HH-3000, it is so unique, I had never ever seen anything like it. It's so unique that I could not replicate the detonation mechanism, so I just had to have it. Besides, did anyone look inside the stuffed animal during the trial? Did anyone check to see if it really was the HH-3000 in there? I must confess, no one opened the stuffed animal to check. So there really is a possibility that the bomb was switched out? No, not a possibility, a certainty. I did it. Oh, he's had a real bomb with him this whole time. You had better get out of here while you can. You do not have much time. Order! Come out of here. It's gonna blow. Run! You 4 are still here? Well, aren't you brave? It just wouldn't do for the judge presiding over this court to run. But that horrible explosion the other day. The judge looks like he's about to book it for the nearest exit any second. And Mr. Payne? Aye, that is... And he's off. Mr. Wright, what do we do? It would be pretty pathetic to run now, wouldn't it? But the bomb might really go off. Only 3 more minutes, folks. Is that bomb really the HH3000? What should I do? I can't run now. Well, it's been fun, but I will be going now. With my dear HH3000 naturally. Oh, and by the way, I would advise against having me followed. Even with no remote switch, this bomb can still be triggered manually. If I think I'm being followed, I will detonate it on the spot. Farewell.
Hold it!
You're not going anywhere, Ted Tonate. Oh? Your Honor, there's no reason to be afraid. The bomb is a fake. Are you sure, Mr. Wright? No more of your famous bluffing. Even at the risk of your own life. Mr. Wright, none of your bluffing now. Not at a time like this. Lives are on the line here. I'm not bluffing, and I have proof. You do? Yes, of course, Your Honor. It's right here in the photo of the bomb, clear as day. Let's see, because it's gonna be some retarded logic here. Prove that Mr. Tonate's bomb is not the real HH3000. Really? Out with it, then, immediately. Where is the proof that what Mr. Tonate is owning is not the real HH3000? Take that! The proof is here? Cool. Prove that Mr. Tony's bomb is not the real HH3000. Really? I'll put it down.
Take that!
The display for the timer on the bomb in the photo is broken. Most likely it broke when Mr. Tony used the bomb to attack Detective Army. But the display on the bomb in front of us is not broken. Oh, you're right. Therefore, this is not the real HH3000. Mr. Tony was clearly lying when he said he switched out the bomb in the stuffed animal. The real HH3000 blew up in courtroom number 4. This bomb is nothing more than a fake, a model used for training purposes. Really? Like, I'm so confused. What the fuck? Like, okay. No, I don't understand. Why couldn't it be the bomb? The fake one. Okay, let me give you a scenario where Tonate made the bomb before admitting or like killing Orme. He kills him with the fake bomb, which also explodes. That is gone, and then you have the real HH3000. But I don't know. This is so stupid. I will examine the inside of the bomb transport case myself. Yes, please do that, Mr. Wright. No, stop! What is that? Is a bloodstain? Just as I expected. Your lies have all been blown to bits, Mr. Tonate. I'm confident DNA analysis on this bloodstain will confirm that it's Detective Army's blood. That those results will conclusively prove that you murdered Detective Army. Okay. How about it, Mr. Tonate? Think you can dismantle this decisive evidence? Let's see the breakdown, XD. Dismantle it? You're too late. You missed your chance to run, so now you're out of time. This is HH3000 is about to explode. Don't try to threaten us, Mr. Tony. I've already proved that your bomb is a fake. It's real. This bomb is the real thing, I tell you. It's real. Ha 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 ha. Mad bomber party of one. It's going to blow. I have to disarm it. I have to take it apart. I can dismantle anything. I can take apart evidence. I can take apart bombs. I can dismantle it all. Dismantle. Made it. Game over. Dismantle attempt failed. My life has been blown to pieces. It's all the stupid woman's fault. I was selling the bombs, I disarmed them on the black market. When I tried to take this one, she just had to notice, didn't she? You confronted me in courtroom number 4 that day. That's why I had no choice. Before I knew what I was doing, I hit her. It's all her fault. While I was looking for a place to hide her body, she left a message in her own blood. The trial was about to start, so I didn't have time to clean it up, and now all this. I thought for sure I could disguise her death with an explosion, and then the stupid defense attorney started sticking his nose into my business. After my testimony yesterday, I went to courtroom number 4 and found that kid all up in my bomb transport case. That's when I snuck up behind him and bam! And when the idiot police arrested that little girl, I thought for sure I could put it all on her. Why? Oh why? XDD, Mr. Tonate guy. Your propaganda didn't work. That Tonate, you are hereby under arrest. On suspicion of the courtroom bombing and the assault on Mr. Justice. Your innocence or guilt will be determined at a later trial. Now then, I see that the members of the public have returned to the gallery. One person, however, seems to still be missing, far, far away. Be that as it may, I will now announce Mr. Juniper Wood's verdict. Guilty as fuck. Nice audio. This game is so good. Court is adjourned. What the fuck? December 18, 12:31 p.m. District Court. Defendant lobby number 5. You did it, boss. Yeah, I guess we managed to pull it off somehow. So many mysteries cleared up all at once. It was amazing. It just sort of worked out that way, didn't it? That's not the kind of thing that usually just works out. You made it happen. And the way that mean old prosecutor hightailed it out of here, that was great. Mr. Wright, Tina, thank you for everything you did for me. I'm so happy for you, Junie. Now you can go back home to the forest in peace. She lives in the forest. Hope the both of you will come and visit me there sometime. That would be nice. Thank you for the invitation. I don't know, Mr. Wright. I'm not so sure you could make it all the way up to Junie's house. How high up do you live again, Junie? Around 3,000 feet, I think. What? That's no forest, that's a mountain. But you know, boss. There's something that still bothers me about the case. Only the mystery we never got around to solving. Oh, that? Yeah, I was wondering about that too. Is this the unsolved mystery you are thinking of?
Take that!
Remove switch, right? Yeah, I wonder where it disappeared to. Maybe Tony just got rid of it somewhere. Yeah, it is really a big thing to leave unsolved though. Well, let's leave it up to the police to find. For now, we should be celebrating our not get together. I guess you're right. Hey, I know, Junie, shall we go to report the good news? You know, to that certain someone? Okay. Oh, her grandmother? No, silly to Apollo. Alright, he exists. Why don't we all go to the hospital together to see him? Great idea, I bet he's bored out of his mind. Okay. And so the courtroom bombing case came to a close. But the next trial was just over the horizon. There's never a dull moment with so many lawyers in the office, that's for sure. Apollo Justice, Athena Sykes, and me, Phoenix Wright. Between the three of us, there's no case we can't solve. When our powers combine, we are an unstoppable team. At least, that's what I believed. Oh, what did Apollo have? He has like, I don't know, like he can spot certain... Oh my god, that's so stupid too. But all of that changed when, with what Apollo said to us that day. It was something that would put my faith in us to the ultimate test. Date, Bright Anything Agency. What's gonna happen here? Cutscene!
Sorry, but I'll be taking a leave of absence.
Wait, what do you mean by a leave?
Can you at least give me a reason why?
I can only say that this is something I must settle on my own.
Oh, why, Apollo? Why are you shutting us out?
What happened to you, Apollo? Ever since you put that jacket on, you have changed. And now, for whatever reason, all my mind is returning to the day I first met you. We had tackled our first case together, he and I, this past spring. And as we did, I came to know who he is and how he thinks. It was a very peculiar case, one in which the victim was killed by a mythical creature. What the fuck? A thunderbird. And monstrous turnabout. I think it's gonna be about that. Monstrous turnabout. So now there's gonna be a case that's like in the past, I guess. And that's when you play as Apollo. Okay.
Long, long ago, the nine-tailed fox defeated the evil Tenmataro and sealed the fallen demon away. To this day, it is said that he slumbers even still within the forbidden chamber.
Night, night, Alderman. Sweet dreams. At long last, the revival of Tenmataro is at hand.
Few months prior to the courthouse bombing. Or the fucking thing with the fork. The spaghetti. Few months, April. Okay, Wright anything agency. I guess I'm a little early. Oh hey Apollo, getting on an early start again. Yeah, this is the first job I have had in a while after all. Well, aren't we all fired up? But it's not every day I got a call from Mr. Wright. What kind of work is it anyway? Mr. Wright didn't mention any details. Work? Is it how he put it? Don't tell me he just wants me to clean the toilet again. You have really become a fixture around here, Apollo. Come to think of it, it's been almost a year since I was hired. A lot has happened since then, but I've settled in nicely despite a few bumps in the road. My name is Apollo Justicey. I've been practicing law for about a year, but I still have a lot to learn. This is the Wright Anything agency and it's where I work. Don't let the name fool you, it's definitely a law agency. But don't forget that this place is a talent agency too, Polly. It's the law agency part of this office that's usually forgotten. This is Trucy Wright, a budding magician and adopted daughter of the agency's owner, Phoenix Wright. She sometimes makes me help with her magic tricks. And that's wrong. And what's wrong with that? You're the one whose agency is tenants as well. I was under the impression that I was a lawyer. Oh, we would better hurry. Doesn't look Daddy's going to make it, so let's get going. How where are we going? What about the job he mentioned? This is the job, Polly. You are supposed to keep me company today. Now, come on. Another day of not being a lawyer. Should have seen this coming. This is the Wright Anything agency, you know. And there's no law-related work at the moment, so tell me again why I chose to work here. Where is Mr. Wright anyway? Daddy said something about going to meet an acquaintance. But don't worry, just focus on your job and I tell you exactly what you need to know. Well, let's go. We don't have all day. Wait a second. And another day of Anything Goes begins at the Wright Anything agency. Poor Apollo, man. April 17. 1:30 p.m. 9 Tazeville, Yokai Lane. Yokai. Steve Yokai. Okay. What the fuck is this? What am I seeing? Ugh. So what are we doing way up here in the mountains? This is 9 Tazeville. Everyone's been talking about the yokai craze here. Yokai? Oh, you mean Japanese monsters. Guess that explains all these weird things. Speaking of which, wasn't 9 Tazeville founded by Japanese immigrants? Yeah, they are holding a festival to boost tourism over the Other Men's Manor. My friend who works there invited us, that's why we are here. In other words, I'm your chaperone because your dad was too busy. Daddy said that with those horns of yours, you will make a great addition to that festival. I mean, you look like just a Japanese demon. Wasn't that so thoughtful of him, Polly? I could do without thoughtfulness like that. Oh, it's almost time. Come on, Polly. The festival grounds are this way. Alright, I guess it's time to move the QB Monor's Garden. Oh, present. Hey, I have this. Check it out! You're so lucky, Apollo. Everyone can see what you can do with just a flash of your badge. What about you, Trucy? People can tell you're a magician by the way you're dressed. Yeah, but I can't always dress like this, like when I'm at school and stuff. You could always show you're a magician by making things appear or disappear. You mean like this? 3, 2, 1. Ta-da. What the? Magic or no? Are you a little lord to be showing those things in public? Then maybe I become a lawyer too. You're abandoning your dream just like that. Okay. Okay, present. Can I present, I can't present profiles. What the fuck is this? Talk. Monster craze. This monster craze, come to think of it, I think I heard about it on TV. It's supposedly how 9 Tazeville made a comeback from brink of fiscal disaster. Our agency could sure use something positive like that. Oh, I know. Let's jump on board the monster craze. You and Daddy would be perfect comedy duo. You could call yourselves Agni and Rudra, demon kings of comedy. Daddy sets them up and you knock them down. Hey, I think we hit the jackpot with this idea. Sorry, but I plan on staying a lawyer. You do? You don't have to act so surprised by that. XD. Hey Trucy, have you seen my attorney's badge? How could you lose something so important? Sometimes I really wonder about you, Apollo. This is so weird. I wonder if I dropped it somewhere. Oh look, what are these panties doing here? Forget about those panties. I'm looking for my badge. 3, 2, 1. Tada! Did you forget? These are my magic panties. Hey, that's my attorney's badge. Wow, how did you know that? I set it up all while we were back at the office. I didn't even... Wait, you took my badge. I see. Let's just gotta move on. Yeah, let's go back to Wright Anything Agency. Current location. Okay, let's go here. Yes, I'm gonna make a save here because that's all I played today for the Dual Destinies. I'm really curious who the characters will be that show up. I'm aware that there's gonna be like some weird stuff. I don't know if I play a case as Edgeworth or Blackwell. Like, this game is interesting, that's for sure. Okay, see you guys the next time.